What if I told you that the way you respond when a woman ignores you could turn the tables and leave her chasing you? This is not just about regaining her attention. It's about asserting your value and flipping the dynamic. Are you ready to change the game? The unspoken games of attention. It all began on an ordinary evening. Alex was staring at his phone, waiting for a reply that never came. The silence was deafening. Just 2 days ago, he and Emma had shared a great conversation, filled with laughter and banter. Now, it was as if she'd vanished. His mind raced with questions. Did he say something wrong? Was she losing interest? The uncertainty gnawed at him. Little did Alex know, this wasn't just about Emma. It was a game, and he was about to learn how to play it like a master. What began as frustration soon turned into an eye-opening journey of self-discovery and empowerment. 1. The initial realization. Alex's best friend, Ryan, noticed his distracted behavior. "She's ignoring you, huh?" Ryan asked, a knowing smile on his face. Alex hesitated, but eventually nodded. "I don't get it. We were fine, and now nothing." Ryan leaned back in his chair. "You're making it too easy for her. The first thing you need to understand is that attention is power. When she ignores you, she's holding all the cards, or so she thinks." This was the moment Alex realized he had been approaching things all wrong. Instead of reacting emotionally, he needed a strategy. It wasn't about revenge. It was about reclaiming his confidence and rediscovering his worth. 2. The power of silence. Ryan's first piece of advice was simple yet profound. Do nothing. When she ignores you, don't chase her. Silence is your strongest weapon. At first, Alex was skeptical. How could doing nothing make a difference? But he decided to try it. He stopped texting Emma, stopped checking her social media, and focused on his own life. The first few days were tough. Every time his phone buzzed, he hoped it was her. It wasn't. But gradually, something unexpected happened. He started feeling more in control. Emma, meanwhile, began to notice his absence. She found herself checking her phone, wondering why Alex hadn't reached out. The balance of power was shifting, and for the first time, Alex felt like he was steering the ship. 3. Building intrigue. Now that you've stopped chasing her, it's time to create intrigue, Ryan said during one of their conversations. He explained that Alex needed to become more interesting, not just for Emma but for himself. Alex took the advice to heart. He joined a photography class, started going to the gym, and reconnected with old friends. He began posting pictures of his new hobbies on social media, not to impress Emma but to document his personal growth. The change was genuine and it showed. He also took time to explore his passions, realizing that fulfillment came from within, not from someone else's validation. One evening, Emma's name popped up on his phone. "Hey, haven't heard from you in a while. How's it going?" Alex smirked. The tables had turned. Her curiosity was piqued, and her interest rekindled. 4. The art of re-engagement. When Alex finally replied to Emma, he kept it casual and confident. "Hey, all good. Just been busy with some new projects. What about you?" His tone was light and nonchalant, as if her silence hadn't affected him at all. Emma's response was immediate and engaging. She seemed eager to re-establish the connection. Alex didn't jump at the opportunity. He kept the conversation short and ended it on his terms. "Great catching up. I've got to run, but let's chat later." This approach left Emma wanting more. Alex was no longer the guy waiting by the phone. He was the guy living an exciting life. His newfound sense of control gave him the clarity to approach the situation with maturity and confidence. 5. Addressing the behavior. When Alex and Emma finally met in person, he didn't shy away from addressing her earlier behavior. "You know, I noticed you've been a bit distant lately. Everything okay?" His tone was calm and confident, not accusatory. Emma seemed taken aback, but quickly explained that she'd been overwhelmed with work. Whether her excuse was genuine or not didn't matter. What mattered was that Alex had called out her behavior without losing his cool. It was a moment of clarity that redefined their communication. 6. Rebuilding the dynamic. With the power dynamic now balanced, Alex focused on setting boundaries and maintaining his self-respect. He didn't always reply immediately to Emma's messages. He prioritized his own time and interests. This wasn't about playing games. It was about showing that his world didn't revolve around her. Emma's behavior changed, too. She started initiating conversations, making plans, and showing genuine interest in Alex's life. By respecting himself, Alex had earned her respect as well. Their relationship took on a healthier dynamic, built on mutual appreciation rather than insecurity. 7. Knowing when to walk away. Not all stories have a happy ending, and Alex knew that. If Emma had continued to ignore him or played manipulative games, he was prepared to walk away. Ryan's words echoed in his mind. Your value isn't determined by one person's attention. Never settle for less than you deserve. Fortunately, Alex didn't need to walk away. By staying composed, focusing on self-improvement, and handling the situation with maturity, he had not only regained Emma's attention, but also redefined the relationship on his terms. Still, he kept Ryan's wisdom close to heart, knowing that self-worth was non-negotiable. Conclusion: turning challenges into opportunities. When a woman ignores you, it's easy to feel powerless. But as Alex's story shows, this challenge can be an opportunity to grow, assert your value, and take control of the dynamic. The key is to stay confident, focus on yourself, and never lose sight of your worth. The next time you face a similar situation, remember, it's not about destroying her ego out of spite. It's about elevating your own. And when you do that, you'll find that the right people will always come back to you. This story explores a relatable scenario with actionable lessons, emphasizing self-worth and personal growth. It's perfect for audiences looking to navigate the complexities of relationships with confidence and clarity. This is how you can attract any women. Please, if you like this video, share to all and subscribe for more.